Hey everyone, in this video we're touring a 280 square foot micro condo. It's a fully functional home thanks to a 3-in-1 space-saving wall unit with a Murphy bed, a folding dining table, and a pull-out night table. This space is not much bigger than the average tiny house, but at 20 feet long and 14 feet wide, the dimensions make it a little easier to create an airy, open concept living space. For a long time, we've thought of alternative homes as being off-grid or tiny and usually built in rural areas where we can be close to nature. But it's also possible to live a minimalist, tiny, or sustainable lifestyle in the city. The price tag of buying or renting a small space in the city can be higher than in the country, but there are lots of advantages to urban living that can't be ignored. For example, you might not need to own a car, which would save a lot of money. Having more businesses in close proximity means more job opportunities, and by sharing a building with dozens or even hundreds of other people, the amount of land needed to sustain your lifestyle is drastically reduced. With over half the world's population living in urban areas, we're excited to explore more small spaces and alternative lifestyles in cities, starting with this micro-condo in downtown Victoria, BC. So this is the entrance to the micro-condo. When you first come in, on the right here, there's a coat closet. And right next to it, there's a stacked washer and dryer, which is great to have so you don't have to go to the laundromat. Over here on the left is the bathroom. And as you can see, the wall and the door are frosted glass. And that helps bring in some light from the rest of the condo into the bathroom, which is great because the bathroom is small and it doesn't have a window. It's a pretty standard bathroom with a sink, toilet, and a shower in the back wall, and the shower is actually quite large and comfortable for the space. The toilet is a tankless toilet, so it sits nice and close to the back wall. I actually really like the sink in the bathroom. It's quite large and quite deep. Under the sink, there's a big drawer with a shelf above it. There's also this huge double-door medicine cabinet behind the mirror. And over here across from the toilet is a built-in shelf. It's obviously pretty shallow, so more made for small toiletries and things like that. So now we're in the kitchen, which runs along this wall here. This is a great kitchen design for a small open concept space. First of all, the upper cabinets are huge. They go all the way up to the ceiling. They're also white, so they don't feel overbearing despite their size. Also, to prevent the space from feeling cluttered, they've also hidden some of the appliances behind cupboard doors. So like the fridge right here and the freezer and also the dishwasher down at the other end, they're all hidden away behind cupboard doors, which helps give the kitchen a nice streamlined look. So there's not really any compromise here in terms of functionality. There's a 4-burner stovetop, an oven, a large sink, and lots of counter space to prepare food. There's a lot more storage in the lower cabinets here, and they're wood colored, which matches the floor. And I think it warms up the space and contrasts nicely with the rest of the space being mostly white. And this here is really the heart of the micro-condo. So it's a space-saving wall unit with multiple functions. It's basically a bedroom, a dining area, and even an office all in one. In addition to that, it has loads of storage all around it. So the reason why this wall unit is so great is because obviously if you were trying to have all these different pieces of furniture in the room at the same time, the small space would feel really cluttered. So by having this piece that easily transforms, you can maintain this feeling of openness and spaciousness in here. Right now, this area is set up as a dining table or office space. To transform it into a bed, you just pull the 2 chairs out, and then you pull down the Murphy bed with one of the 2 handles. As the bed comes down, the table hinges and goes down with it. And then once the bed is fully lowered, you can open up the side cupboard and get out the pillows and blankets to make the bed. There's also a pull-out night table that you can use for a glass of water and a book at night. And surprisingly, the whole system isn't too heavy to lift and lower, despite all the hardware and the mattress. A couple great things I really do like about this is that when you lower the bed, the table stays flat as it lowers, and you still have about a foot of clearance above the table. So you can leave some stuff on it as long as it's not over that 1 foot limit. And behind the bed, there's also a nice padded backrest that's on an angle that would make it a lot more comfortable to sit in bed. So now we're in the living room, and this is another area of the condo where there's no real compromise in terms of space. It has a pretty large couch, an armchair, and a great view with a full wall of windows. And across from the couch is the entertainment unit with a flat screen TV, with shelves above and a deep drawer below for storing everyday items. I do love this large glass coffee table. The fact that it's clear and see-through is great. It means that it doesn't take up too much visual space. But one thing that we did notice being here a little bit is that we almost tripped on it a few times, maybe because it is clear and see-through and a bit hard to see. So you do have to remember that it is in the space. Over here is the sliding door that leads to a small balcony. This is great. Not every condo or apartment has this, but it is really nice to have access to the outside. There's also a rooftop deck here that everyone can use. And communal spaces like this are pretty common in condo buildings. You might find an exercise room, a rooftop deck, and a meeting or party room, which is great because most of those spaces you wouldn't use every day. So it's nice to have just one of them that the whole building can share. It seems a lot more efficient. So small spaces like this are definitely not for everyone. There's obviously some drawbacks. Some people might not like having to transform furniture all the time. There's obviously a limit of how many people could live in here. You might have to downsize and definitely limit the amount of stuff you bring into the space. But a small space like this might be more affordable than something bigger, or it might just be the standard size of apartment that's available in your city right now. What I do like about a small space that is in an urban area like this is that you have access to everything close by and you might not need a car. What I find really interesting about small spaces like this is that with careful planning and good design, you can create something that's really functional, enjoyable, and fun to live in. I hope you enjoyed checking out this micro condo with us. Please share this video if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.